Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel. And before we start, a huge thank you to all of my Patreons. If you want to join them and start supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description and the comment pinned down below. And with that said, let's jump into the video. So yeah guys, the deck of today is Scouts, the updated one with the Grand Plaza. And we also see some new additions because of this card, since it is so polarizing. Like if you get the Grand Plaza, and then like we will see the Mulligan guide later on, like we see that this card is so polarizing for this card right now. For this card is also polarizing for this deck that you actually build most of it around it. And since it actually works pretty well with the already existing Scout archetype, then you know, only a few changes here and there, but actually these are completely in deck, basically, just for this card. In fact, like we see the Island Navigator, which was pretty bad for, you know, a standard Scout deck previously, but now with, you know, the summoning of the Island Navigator, you get two challengers with Scout, which can trade most of the thing. You can get value trades if you have also Misfortune on play, and you basically deal one to them, two champ blockers, you know, because of the summoning. The same reason for Double Trouble, basically. They don't have Scout, but they do the same thing if Grand Plaza is on play. And like really, like you can see already that some cards are basically almost unplayable if you don't have the Grand Plaza in play. And then like you're saying, but what if you don't have Grand Plaza in play? And then we will see that later. Instead, the other like part, also Blinding Assault. It wasn't there, but with Grand Plaza, a 3/2 Challenger Scout, like for just 2 mana. Where do I sign up? Like, you know, very, very strong. We also see Sharpsight, which is a new card from the previous expansion. Very great card. Yeah, not so much to say about the Sharpsight. It can be used to save from removal, it can be used to push more damage, it can be used to force a trade and your unit actually survives, so that they need to spend another resource, so it is almost a 2-for-1 basically. So yeah, very great card overall. And then the rest of the deck is pretty similar to the rest. Grizzled Ranger actually very, very strong with Grand Plaza, but it was already in there because it is such a great scout. Citria, very great to buff your... You know, now you're summoning even more units, so Citria becomes even stronger, and also it's kind of a counter to Go Hard, which is still pretty relevant, since, you know, they have almost all units with 2 attack or less, so like you can almost have an unblockable army. And so yeah, like guys, this is the whole plan for the deck. As far as the Mulligan guide goes, like really very simple, just mulligan everything away, like guys, everything, even 1-drops, 2-drops, perfect curve, just mulligan it away, unless you have Grand Plaza or Misfortune. If you have Misfortune on the opening, then keep Valor or Queen, so actually challengers with Scouts, so that you can do the 1 damage ping to their champ blockers, or actually, you know, you can remove pretty big stuff just because of the +1 damage from Misfortune, so try to get those Scouts basically. And also, like, you know, Scouts also because you want to level up Misfortune. Like, this deck is winning already with pure aggro, but like if you are up against a mid-range or a Contra which actually tried to remove your early game, like you are winning with value generated by Misfortune and Queen leveled up. So like Scouts are very important there to try and level up Misfortune and Queen. So like yeah, if you have Misfortune, try to go for Scouts. If you have Grand Plaza instead, try to go for the you know, the curve, basically. Like, if you know that on turn 3 the Grand Plaza is hitting, so then try to, you know, you can either pass the first 2 turns, and then like you can keep something like Double Trouble, so that on turn 3, if you are attacking, you go for Grand Plaza and Double Trouble. If you're not attacking on turn 3, you can basically just pass the turn and playing Grand Plaza only, because you're not attacking, so yeah, like you're not sacrificing an attack or a turn in which Grand Plaza could be used. Sometimes, like, if you're attacking on turn 3, it's also worth considering that you don't play Grand Plaza on turn 3, but on turn 4, because you're not attacking. So, like, you're not missing anything that could be used from Grand Plaza. Grand Plaza is best played when you are not attacking. So, like, yeah, try to go for the curve. A good curve is, of course, Free Feeder Tracker into Bright Steel Protector. You can also keep Blinding Assault. basically does the same thing as Double Trouble on turn 3. Of course, keep Misfortune, like, you know, if you have both of them, then of course keep both of them, very, very strong. And yeah, also you can keep the cards which are good with Grand Plaza, so like Wizard Ranger, Island Navigator, Double Trouble, and Breeding Assault, which are also, like, you know, as I said earlier, they are bad unless you have Grand Plaza. So like, keep them only if you have Grand Plaza, really. And then yeah, that's how the Mulligan guide goes as far as matchup guide, whatever. Like, if you're up against aggro, so basically scouts, discard aggro, stuff like that, discard aggro is completely annihilated by Misfortune, so try very hardly to get her. And then yeah, like, because all the 1/1s all the 1/1s die to the ping from Misfortune, so also try to get some challengers. Grand Plaza will be perfect for that. But yeah, like, Misfortune is completely crashing against discard. Like, also, if you are in the mirror match, because this is actually an aggro deck, then you can instead try to go for the value play. So the first one who levels up Misfortune or Queen is actually winning. So try to get them, and also ways to protect them, which are basically Sharpsight and Riposte. So like, those are valuable if you're trying to go for that plan of leveling them up and keeping them healthy. If you are in the mid-range deck, then again, go for the value. So Misfortune, Queen, try to level them up, protect them, Riposte, Sharpsight, same thing. Instead, if you're up against the control, then you really want to be very aggressive, so go for Misfortune, again, also Field Feeder Tracker, Bright Steel Protector. If you're in the control, you may consider keeping kind of an aggressive curve, but only if you see it already. Like, if you see a Fleet Feeder Tracker or a Jagged Butcher and a Bright Steel Protector into Misfortune, then like, you can keep the whole hand and not try to search for Grand Plaza. But like, if you have a random hand, for example, Wizard Ranger, Queen, and then you see only Jagged Butcher, for example, and Renter's Pursuit, for example, like a random hand, like, you may be tempted to keep the Jagged Butcher because, you know, okay, I am the aggro player, I have to play something on one and put pressure, you know? But like, Jagged Butcher, for example, and think about Field Rush or Easy Drave and stuff like that, like, they die to removal, just a Mystic Shot, just an Avalanche, for example, like, they completely kill your deck. So like, again, if you have an insanely aggressive start, then of course go for it. But otherwise, just stick to the plan. Like, mulligan everything away, search for Misfortune especially, and Grand Plaza. Yeah, try to be aggressive, but don't get, like, you know, don't be hyper aggressive and just be wiped out on the very first turns. So like, still try to go for value, but a bit more aggressive. So that's it for the matchup, mulligan, guide, everything. And then I will leave you to the games that I played during the last stream. By the way, if you missed that, or if you didn't even know about that, check the links down below in the description and in the comments. In there you'll find the links to my stream and also all my other socials like Discord, where we can keep in touch even when I'm not in a video or in live. And yeah, I will leave to the games. I went actually 5-1, so it's an 83% win rate deck, which is obviously kind of crazy. And also, like, you probably clicked on this video because of the video title, very clickbaity, but it's actually not. Like, I actually went 83% with this deck. So I will leave it to the games. So let me check if everything is working right. Yeah, it seems so. And okay, Fiora Zoe as the first matchup. So like, the thing here is to mulligan everything unless you see Grand Plaza or Misfortune. Like, it's very, very simple. The mulligan is straightforward. And like, if you have Misfortune, then you probably want to keep Valor or Queen herself. Instead, if you have Grand Plaza, then you can think about the curve instead. They always have Zoe, by the way. We have Sharpsight to counter there, but if you have, as I said, Grand Plaza, you can think about the curve. You can, like, if you have Misfortune and Grand Plaza, that's the dream, basically. Here, I think we can attack, and we take advantage of the plunder of Jagged Butcher. It can help against Fiora. Sparkle Fire. So yeah, the Sharpsight is coming next turn. I don't know what we are blocking here with Sharpsight. I don't really know. Probably Sparklefly? I don't know. I don't know. Like, the Zoe is generating quite a lot of value, but it's kind of expensive. We can, yeah, preemptively go for Breath Seal Protector. Or maybe we keep the mana. We can kind of keep the mana since we have Repose. We don't really need to develop. Ooh, we actually passed it there. That's interesting. So, like, he probably knows that we have Sharp Sight.
Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah, now we start pretty strong. We finally see the Misfortune. No Gran Plaza yet. Which is, like, here if we had the Gran Plaza, it was completely screwed. Like, we kill everything. We kill Zoe, we kill Sparklefly. So, he is stunning her. He probably also wants to remove her, but we have Riposte. So yeah, that's, he spent 5 mana for, you know, not letting us attack with her, but not removing her, ultimately. Yeah, he's going for it. Now, Zoe is 4 out of 5, right? 4 out of 10, sorry. We go for Repose. We could have gone for Sharp Sight. But like, let's keep Misfortune as healthy as possible. And also, like, again, we need the Sharp Sight to block if needed. Double Trouble, so like, yeah. So now the question is, what do we block? This attack, let me think about a Riposte. Like, he probably has Riposte. Like, the question is, do we want him to use that Riposte? Then if yes, we probably want to block like this. This still survives, barely, and he doesn't get advantage of the healing, basically. That's very expensive. But also, like, then we keep 3 mana open. Yeah, he had the Riposte, of course. So he's still keeping the Zoe healthy. And yeah, we pass here. There is no reason to develop. Oh, now Citra is very good here. Now we can't actually block those, and those are gonna do a lot of damage. Now, if we had Runeterra's Pursuit, we could, you know, threaten lethal also. This is gonna heal as well, the Jagged Butcher. Crash and Strike, okay. Quite expensive, but it's understandable. And now again, like, guys, Zoe is leveling up pretty soon. We need to put pressure on him. Let's go probably for Double Trouble. Like, we need to get through and finish the game before he can level up his Zoe. Well, actually, those are very premium 1-drops. Very, very good here. So, like, what if, even if he blocks with the 1-2 here, the Misfortune basically takes care of the Riposte or whatever he could have. And if he goes there and blocks only these, he's almost dead. And this still trades it without a Riposte. So, like, he would have to block here and Riposte, and this would not die and actually heal for 4, but not that big of a deal. Is he going for it? Riposte? Yeah, so he actually had what I said. And so, yeah, now this is surviving. The Bark Beast unfortunately doesn't get the +2/+2. And he's healing for quite a bit. So now Misfortune is 2 out of 4. If we play the Grizzled Ranger next turn, we can level up Misfortune and go for the win. So, like, we are very close on winning here. And yeah, I think we go for Grizzled Ranger immediately. Like, he could have single combat, stuff like that, but let's go for it. Also, we have Citra, so, like, yeah. Even if he heals, we should be good. Unfortunately, we can't save now the Grizzled Ranger. But the next turn we have the Riposte. So yeah, he's probably next turn is going to block the Grizzled Ranger with a Sparklefly to try and heal the most. But like this is dying, and we also have riposte. Here we could go for Valor as well, but we don't have time, I think. Zoe is 8 out of 10, so probably won't have the time to... He's not blocking this. I don't really agree with this move. Could he have Judgment? Does this deck run Judgment? If it runs Judgment, then we are pretty much screwed. He could definitely run Judgment. He has Fiora. So like if this has Judgment, I think we can... I don't really know, guys. We probably attack with just Citria. Citria is lethal. So like he has to block in some way, and if he blocks with the Sparklefly, we have riposte. Or he has to sacrifice Zoe. And like it's not great, but at least we slow down his you know, ticking counter. But yeah, like he still keeps the... probably should have gone for Brazil Protector and some other stuff. So like next turn, next attack we have to think more carefully. Like I was also scared about the... What's the name? Standalone? I was scared about the Judgment. So yeah, not lethal yet. He's healing for quite a lot. And yeah, I think we just take it. Like, like we can't do anything, so... Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Let's probably go for Scouts. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah, we lost. I don't know if we were too passive last attack. But also, yeah, like he got Standalone and Relentless Pursuit. No, this deck is not that much interactive. I don't remember how we used the Sharp Sight. He had riposte anyway, so like... There was little that we could do in that game. If we got the Grand Plaza, it was much better, our position. Now we are up against Field Rush. So like it's extremely important to get Misfortune, not that much to get Grand Plaza. But yeah, like this is a full mulligan. Now this is actually good. If you also see Grand Plaza, this will be the perfect end. You can also immediately scout. Wow, now this is definitely the best end. I wonder if we should wait a bit for the Blinding Assault. Maybe we just go for Fleet Feeder Tracker, and then we level up Jagged Butcher. He could have Vile Feast. So like this seems like a pretty weak move. But yeah, at least the Vile Feast hits there and not the Valor. Because yeah, next turn you could also have Avalanche, so it is important to have a 3-3, which doesn't die to the Avalanche. Yeah, we also have Queen, so like this is very good. Catalyst of Eons, yep. It's okay, next turn we hit him for quite a lot.
But not that good.
I think it is still worth trying to go for the Grizzled Ranger. Because what if he doesn't have Avalanche, he immediately loses. If he has it, this is still a lot, this is 10 damage. He has it. Ooh, Waiting Whale, that's actually... like, not worse, but... I mean, it was at 20 anyway, so like, it's okay. We are hitting for 10. Next turn, if he doesn't have Avalanche, yeah. We have a Relentless Pursuit as well. Double Relentless Pursuit, so. Okay, so I think we go for Queen here. He could have Vile Feast, but again, we don't really care. I mean, we do care, but yeah, we take it. I mean, this is 4 damage, 4 free damage for him, but... And yeah, here we try to kill him immediately. This is little. Like, we didn't give him the chance to play Ruination or whatever. What could he have? Withering Whale doesn't work here. Avalanche is slow. Vengeance. I don't know, he's still dying. Atrocity. But then no, it's still little. Well played. And like, we had double Relentless Pursuit, so... Okay, so this deck against slow controls like Filter Rush is completely crushing. Like, I don't know what they can do against it. Like, if they add Vile Feast, some things here and there, maybe, but... Okay, now Easy Draven, another interesting matchup. So yeah, again guys, very simple, mulligan. Always try to search for Misfortune or Gran Plaza. And finally we see a Gran Plaza, some Gran Plaza action. It's not really that important against Easy Draven, I think. But, oh, instead Misfortune is very, very great. Actually, since we are not attacking on turn 3, it's better to play Gran Plaza on turn 3, and then we go for Misfortune, and we can go for Bleeding Assault, and we can start, you know, getting a very big Misfortune very early. Kind of passive turns for us. But yeah, like, also with Relentless Pursuit we can level up Misfortune in, wow, another Misfortune. Not that great because, you know, now with Make It Rain nerf, it's not that great. So yeah, with Valor we can first trade these, and then we trade Draven. We could also sharp side it to make the Valor survive. I don't know if it's worth it. So okay, it stuns the Valor, which is actually pretty bad for us. And I think we want to keep the Misfortune as healthy as possible, so like we go for a very, you know, not so great value trade there. Like if Misfortunes levels up, we are completely winning. So like this is our plan for now. Now I could have get excited a lot of removals. Ezreal, so we have Sharp Sight. We probably go for Breastplate Protector on the Valor, I think. Let's shield him from, you know, Make It Rain or whatever, Mystic Shot or whatever. And this play will make him think that we don't have anything, while instead we have the Sharp Sight. And we are giving the +2/+2 to not Valor, because Valor is already shielded from his removals. The only thing here is, you know, we leave Misfortune. Maybe we should have gave Sharp Sight to Misfortune, because this got there away from Get Excited or Mystic Shot range after the Ezreal block, but still in Thermogenic Beam range. So yeah, like it's debatable. And here now we can go for Endless Pursuit with the Valor with Barrier. You know, that was the whole idea. And also we see Breastplate Protector with, you know, it's kind of big. A big Breastplate Protector. And then next turn Misfortune is she's leveling up with the Grizzled Ranger attack. So like yeah, this deck feels kind of solid. Like we lost against Fiora Shen, not Fiora Shen, sorry, Fiora Zoe. I think that deck is so polarizing. Like if they have all the answers, you can't really do much about it. Let's first remove the Draven, because if he has Mystic Shot or whatever, we already took care of the most threatening thing, which is Draven, and then we can also think about something else. He really doesn't have anything. So like, if he doesn't have anything, we are winning right now. Hello Novaqua, welcome to the stream. So let's see. What could he have? Double Mystic Shot. Like again guys, if Misfortune levels up here, we are crushing him. I don't know if we should be greedy and, you know, try to play... What is this? Double Mystic Shot? Yeah. Guys, I should shut up, like, really. But I mean, we are still very, very good here. We used a lot of resources. We still have a pretty good board. We have a second Misfortune, by the way. Did forget about that. But I think we wait on the Misfortune. We probably go for Grids and Ranger here. I don't really know. Probably yes. If this connects, connects first. Wow. That sucks. So many stuns, like he had 2 Arachnite Sentry. This is now a 3-3, but next turn it will be a 2-2, so it is better to keep the 3-2 alive. Island Navigator. So like here we can go either for Citria or for Misfortune and Island Navigator. I probably think we go for Citria, because next turn we get more advantage of the Gran Plaza. This is actually bad. Now we have also to consider about board space. Like if we go for Citria and then Misfortune, then we don't summon the stuff from Island Navigator. But I still think it's too much worth it going for Citria now, threatening an open attack. Like because, you know, the open attack is almost winning us the game. You went for these, maybe double Ravenous Flock. Like guys, if he had a double, okay. If he had double Mystic Shot, double Ravenous Flock, like come on. Queen also very good here. Yeah, I think let's go for Queen, and then we play Misfortune instead of the 3-1, so that we also have the plan of leveling up Misfortune eventually. Tri-beam Probulator. Okay, so he did the job for us. Very expensive Tri-beam Probulator. This makes me think that he's very low on resources. And yeah, I think here we are completely winning. There is no way with just 6 mana is dealing with all these. Like, okay, he is eating the Citria Earths a bit, but this is still little. Yeah. Well played.
That's why I'm the captain.
So let's try to reach at least tier 3 today. I would like to get to master this week because, you know, we are pretty close to the cutoff. So like for now we're gonna test the scouts. Okay, so this is a mirror match. Let's see which one is the better player or which one draws the best. But like as I was saying, so again guys, I know it hurts to shuffle a Jagged Butcher, but really like we just care about Misfortune and Gran Plaza. That's it. So like by increasing our chances of getting those 2 key cards, especially in the mirror match, we exponentially increase our win condition, like win rate in general. Yeah, but I think we can pass. So now what do we go for? I think, you know, double trouble, you kind of want to keep that. Let's go for Jagged Butcher, even if it's a bit slow. Let's see if he got the Grand Plaza or Misfortune. So he got Petty Officer. And, yeah, I think Bright Steel Protector here is fine. We push 2 damage. Let's see if he blocks it, but I don't think so. Like, there is no way. Probably it was stronger on defense, but like I wanted to develop as well. Then we go for Island Navigator into Queen, which is also pretty strong. Why did he get Scout? Ah, okay, yeah, because of the Island Navigator. He could have, yeah, I thought about it. Ranger Resolve. And I mean, yeah, he just killed a 1-1. Do we want to kill these anyway? Probably not. Like, at least now we know that he spent the Ranger Resolve for that, which is pretty weak. Yeah, here we can go for these. Pretty strong block. We keep units alive. We kill almost anything from him. I wonder what these are those wiggly bubble fishes? Like, what is she doing? He went for Ranger Sharp Sight, so we can go for 1 as well, I think. Yeah, why not? Like, it's very important to keep our stuff alive. And, you know, everything died, kinda. Now, he's a bit more winning because he has a 3-4, we have a 2-1 with Scout. But now we have a Queen, so let's see how this goes. Then we have Relentless Pursuit, so like we have the plan of leveling up Queen. What could he have? Jagged Butcher. I think we can still go for the full attack there. Like if he blocks the 2-1, or maybe we want to keep her alive because we want to attack with her. Yeah, we want to have a scout attacker for next round. Here he could have a riposte though. Okay. Yeah, riposte here is kind of bad, but now we are getting the edge on the value. We have more value than him. Another Relentless Pursuit doesn't really help here. He could have another riposte. So like let's go for double trouble here. Let's summon blockers so that he really can't get in. This is not that great, but Lonely Poro also not that great. Petty Officer. Yeah, we go for this. At least we can block the 3-1. This will probably attack into the 4-3, so like I'm still... Ooh, he passes. That's interesting. Very interesting. Now we have Citria, so she's basically our win condition. Fleet Feeder Tracker also kinda nice. He's passing a lot. I wonder what he could have. Another riposte? So now we want to save Valor. So like the order here is this alive. Then the other 2-1, which is actually a 3-2. I think it gets care of these. And then the rest is okay. So like these we are pushing 10, which is kinda a lot. Poro for the wins. So next turn we have also Relentless Pursuit. Like we can. Ooh, guys, this is very interesting.
No prey, no pay.
Misfortune is actually kind of bad because now we can get care of our Valor. And we can't really play our Misfortune. So I think I don't really know. Like, should we go for Relentless Pursuit? Probably yes. We still go for Relentless Pursuit. Then probably he attacks. Like if he passed it there, we were happy just passing back. Does he wants to go for the value trade?
Love ya.
That's fine. So now we go for Misfortune. Let's see if he has a Relentless Pursuit, because this play makes me think, like all these plays makes me think that he didn't have. Yeah, in fact, wow, guys, I really am a fortune teller. So now we still can attack with everything because these can't be blocked by anything except the Misfortune. Same goes for the Misfortune herself, and those two already deal 4-5. So like it's kind of in a bad spot. Then he has to block the C3, maybe with the 2-2, I guess. Oh no, we are doing 7. So like now Misfortune is also being kept alive because she got the +1/+1. So like she actually has to sacrifice. Like next turn we just attack and we kill him with Misfortune. So like he didn't block her. He did have a riposte or Sharp Sight as his last card. Very close game. Like I mean, we are far ahead. But it's still, like, you know, if we lose everything, then he has board advantage. It's just a matter of 2 rounds that we end up losing. So, like, it's really a matter of who can get the advantage first. Guys, I just realized now that the audio from the, you know, the whole thing was set down. So like now, can you hear me louder or just the game louder? I think we can just go for Relentless Pursuit now. Is it too, you know, too bad for him? Or we just chill? It's the same. But the game is louder, a bit louder. Right? We had another Relentless Pursuit. Now this is actually bad. Like now I regret not going for higher, no difference. It's actually, I kind of regret not going for Relentless Pursuit. Like, I don't know what I was scared about. Like now we can trade the Misfortune without taking any damage. Next turn he has to. I think we are still fine, but we went for these. Well, I mean, yeah, because now the Misfortune is killing the C3, so like we take the damage. We take the damage. If we go for Relentless Pursuit now, he has to block with Misfortune here and this there. Those two are still kept alive, and next turn we go for the kill. Wow, like, guys, we attacked more times this turn than the whole game. And yeah, next turn we go for the open attack. The only way he can interact reactively He's with single combat, but doesn't have any unit on board. But like the board is so empty. Like this was the sign of a mirror match, like because mirror match almost have the same resources, and therefore like you if you don't win immediately, in the end you are very even. It's okay. If we continue like this, just 2 games and we get there. Okay, Zoe is all. So let's see. This should be an interesting one. Okay, so we see Gran Plaza. Since we see Gran Plaza, then we need to think about the curve. And this is not a great curve. If the tracker is a bit better. Also, yeah, all those scouts. Unfortunately, like we are attacking on the Gran Plaza turn, which is not like perfect, but it's still very good, of course. Dragon Guard Lieutenant. Yeah, I still think we go for them. If he wants to trade, then that's fine. He probably won't, but like we are doing that next turn. If he doesn't. Blinding Assault as well. So like yeah, we just trade, then we play Gran Plaza, and let's see what happens. I get Researcher. We can easily kill that with Island Navigator. Ooh, Queen as well. Wow, guys, this is a very great game. So now the fact is, do we want to go for Grizzled Ranger or Island Navigator? And I don't really know. Like Grizzled Ranger just dies to single combat, whatever. So like doesn't really matter if he gets the +1 or not. Instead, like the Island Navigator, we want to have the +1/+1 on the attack, I think. That's stronger. Then we go for Queen next turn, anyway. Or maybe we could think going for Island Navigator and Blinding Assault. So let's see. Probably he trades it now. Yeah. And now we can't really block the 1/3. But that's completely fine. So now he doesn't have anything for killing the Queen. Even like single combat or concerted strike, don't kill the Queen right now. And if he develops, then we probably can take care of what he develops into. Well, not really, because he can cast them at fast speed. But again, like, it's just a tempo play. Like Queen on attack with Gran Plaza, a very good tempo play. So now we take care of Zoe and Hege the Researcher.
Take your time. Won't make a difference.
So now we are going to use the 3/2 to kill these, because if he went in, like, this still doesn't die to both of them. But if we challenge Zoe, then and if he goes for I don't know, Sharp Sight or something else, you know, Sharp Sight and single combat, whatever, he casted the Sharp Sight on the unit that he actually wanted to preserve. I don't really know if this argument makes any sense, but like the +2/+2 there still makes this not die. I don't really know. Like if we go for Sharp Sight, if he goes for Sharp Sight, Probably double sharp sight. Double sharp sight will be really bad. It would actually kill the queen. But maybe I'm being too paranoid. Double sharp sight still makes these die. I don't know, like, let's go for these, but there are ways in which he can interact with us. Double sharp sight will be very, very bad. Like, and also that Zoe survives, you know? Maybe in the end we should have gone for the other way around. Because if he has the sharp sight, it is a trade no matter what. Like, this is a trade no matter what. I mean, like, Zoe is dying in any of those scenarios. Pale Cascade as well, yeah. Yeah, we definitely should have attacked the other way around. I didn't also think about Pale Cascade. But yeah. Now, at least we have a body to kill, like to attack into. Because if there was only the 5-4, he would have healed, which we don't really want to. Single combat. So he's doing that no, anyway. But then now we can attack with those two. We kill the 3-1, we have still a 3-4. We are even on value. We have more tempo though, and also we have more like health basically, so we do get a sharp side of our own. And now this turn is pretty awkward because we want to develop but not that much. It's a Grizzled Ranger, a Screeching Dragon. We may actually just pass there, but what if he, like, what if he just passes there? Instead, if we go for these, we can sharp sight. And yeah, that was actually the greediest play he could make, and now it's simply winning for us. Like, if we went for the 4-2, we could trade, but that actually was a trade. Instead, now it is a value trade, and as I said, we are very, very winning there. Now we go for Iron Navigator into Blinding Assault. Wow, that's very threatening. Or maybe we could go for Riposte, and we basically deal 6 damage for 4 mana. What is dealing more damage? The Blinding Assault is still dealing 6. So it's actually even. And then I actually prefer more going for Blinding Assault, because the Riposte can be used as a defensive tool as well next turn. Yeah. Let's go for what I said. But now, like, now we didn't have the challenger. Like, I mean, Valor is a challenger, but are we killing him? 6 + 9? Yeah. No. We are 2 off. So he went for the Gran Plaza at the end of the round. Relentless Pursuit, like, guys. Like, I was just about to say, if we had Relentless Pursuit, we win immediately. The strength of the sun and my faith are one. And yeah, like, even if he goes for these, we have Riposte for whatever he wants to challenge. Probably, I don't know, the Valor, or maybe the 3-1 to reduce the amount of damage he's taking. A sharp sight would keep him alive. He will not heal from these. And yeah, like, he has nothing. Why is there Plaza chromatic? Well, because he spent gems to make it chromatic, or because he opened in the packs, and we didn't. So, if we win, this is the last game. We actually went 4-1 for now, so it's an 80% win rate. Easy Draven. It's the last boss. If we win this one as well, we are 5-1. Oh, chromatic cards are like golden cards in Hearthstone? Yeah, exactly. Again, guys, just mulligan for Misfortune or Grand Plaza. Minus the animations, probably. Yeah, like we have the animations on the actual card, but not the image of the card. Like you see the how do you call it? The thing around the card being shiny. If he goes for a Mystic Shot, do we Sharp Sight? Probably no, we want to keep like more important stuff alive. But it is also true that this is the only card that we have to play for now. But yeah, like let's still go for it. Wow, like this is a very passive turn, and yeah, you could punish us with a Draven. We don't see any Grand Plaza. Like here, Grand Plaza would have won us the game on the spot. Of course, like because Grand Plaza is broken. Like now we could consider keeping the Grizzled Ranger alive. But again, I probably would just want to wait for shielding a Queen or, you know, important stuff. Static Shot, Mystic Shot. Static Shock there was also kind of bad. But yeah, like we still get the 3-4. Like Grizzled Ranger is such a great card to make him expand his resources. This makes me think that he doesn't have a Static Shock. So actually we may go for a second Grizzled Ranger. But like, I don't know if I want to play Queen a bit later, so that he actually already used most of his removals. I probably like this plan of making him spend a lot of resources. He went for 2 Mystic Shots, just a Draven. So his Thermojet, if he's 3 beaming Purple later, he's doing 2 damage right now. Okay, so these are Ravenous Flock, for sure. You can still attack into it. I never heard the Royal Badger Bear. I don't know if it is just for being stunned. It just goes like that because he is being stunned. So let's see if he has a Ravenous Flock. House Spider. Okay, to block this. Yeah, we're still attacking. We need to remove his... We have a blocker for the Draven next turn. If he goes for Ravenous Flock there, that's actually pretty bad. Like we don't have anymore the blocker, but we can use Sharp Sight for next turn. And like interestingly enough, we are the one with more value currently, which is interesting for sure. We still don't want to commit for you know, the block there. Now we have to watch out for Captain Pharaon though. So like we have to win fast. How do we win fast? Probably we now go for Queen, like there is no more waiting. And then next turn we go for Misfortune. We don't have mana, so we can go for... Like, we don't have mana to go for C3 as well. But yeah, I think we go for Misfortune. Another Ravenous Flock. But we do have the Sharp Sight, so that's why you have to keep your resources. You could have also gone for Endless Pursuit, trying to level up the Queen. Thermogenic Beam. That's interesting. Yeah, we probably keep the Queen alive. He could steal Mystic Shot here very simply. Now his Real has leveled up. So, we are going for Misfortune, but we want to keep the Queen alive. So like we first play the barrier to shield, to protect our Queen. It's so weird to say protect your Queen, you know. And also like let's do the same for Valor. Try being Probulators. Okay, he went for it. Very nice that we kept on the Misfortune. Ah, he's actually summonable.
No prey,
Interesting.
no pay.
And yeah, now we remove the Draven. Probably one of his cards is definitely Captain Pharaon. It's like we have to watch out. We are just very close on dying there. I would have blocked with the 2-2 because at least the barrier was removed. I'm not so sure about that block. I mean, we could have value traded the 1-1 thanks to Valor. Okay, this play actually makes me think, like if he has Captain Pharaon already, you don't really have to care about anything.
Honor guide me. Still heart, steady aim.
And yeah. Probably we should have kept the Valor because next turn we could have gone for Relentless Pursuit. I mean, we are still probably attacking. Like, when I talk like we are definitely doing these. We are definitely probably doing these. I don't know. Okay, so we do have the Valor. So yes, Captain Pharaon. So first of all, like we need to kill him this turn before he can actually. How do we do this? Probably have to level up stuff. So we have 10 mana. We can't go for Citria, Relentless Pursuit, and Valor. But we can go for Valor and Relentless Pursuit.
Patience makes perfect.
He can't play triple Decimate. So like if we go for these now, we block the Captain Pharaon, which sucks, but we got 12 exactly. Next turn he can kill us because he has only 9 mana actually, so he can only cast 1. Now we go for a Blinding Assault. Then next turn we go for a Citria. Actually, we can wait on the Citria. We remove the Captain Pharaon. He could have Mystic Shot, stuff like that. So we do that immediately, so that we get the attack for Misfortune and Queen. Yeah, he has Mystic Shot for Queen. Which is pretty bad. But at least Misfortune is leveling up. So okay, now with Citria, he can't kill the Misfortune because this is a 4-4. If he blocks with the 4-3, this is dying from the Misfortune attack. And if he blocks with the 3-4, then it's simply a value trade. The Misfortune goes at 1 health. Wow. Okay, but we are still pretty healthy. Here we can't really attack, so I think we just pass. But then next turn we are in a kinda bad spot. Like yeah, this stun was very strong. Ooh, riposte is actually nice though. So he went for Ezreal as well. That's threatening. Now he can only... Like he's dealing 2. And he can deal other 5. So we are at 5. We can take more defining damage. But yeah, like now we go for Iron Navigator. We always get a Plunder Poro, which is pretty bad. And we can go for Endless Pursuit. We can do a lot of stuff there. So he's starting off with a Decimate. Interesting. Does he wants to kill us now? This is eating. Then Mystic Shot. 5. But then he's out of mana. He can deal 5, but then he's out of mana.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Now if he had a Sharp Sight, it was crashing for us.
That's gotta hurt. Always forward.
And yeah, again, I think that was very close, but in the end we won. Let's see. I may be wrong. Probably go for a riposte on Misfortune. We don't have any puff caps, so...
Excuse you.
Okay, so this is dying. That as well. So if he blocks with the 3-4, we may actually go for... kinda sucks, but we have to go for riposte there. Because we are removing the blocker, I think. And yeah, because he's also a fearsome blocker, you know. So in the end he went for the Misty Shot there, so he's trying to kill us. I mean, it makes sense, because next turn he just has to play those two at burst speed and he's winning. So like we have to threaten lethal so that he has to use the Ezreal to block. Or maybe just go for the lead, like this is completely crashing. He has to block there, the 2-4, but he's still losing, yeah. Well played, very, very close.
Obstacle, meet gauntlet.
Yep, well played guys. Let's go. We went 5-1 in the end, wow. How much win rate is that? Like it's like 5/6, it's yeah, let's go. Let me just check so that, you know, then I will make the clickbait title. This is an 83% win rate deck, right there. Uncut, you know, this is just during the stream, so yeah, well played. So yeah guys, that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also turn on the notifications, otherwise YouTube won't notify you of my content. Also, enter my stream so that you can interact with me live, as well as entering the Discord server so that you can interact and stay in touch with this amazing community that we are building. All the links that I just said are down below in the pinned comment and in the description, as well as also Twitter and Instagram. So that's it for this video, hope you liked it and find it useful, and as always, see ya!